People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, Arsenal's December assessment, or statistical assessments better yet. Now, you guys know the reason I do this is because I like to just challenge my own narrative. If I'm saying, for instance, that we played Spurs twice, United, Huddersfield, Yarabag, Southampton, Brighton, Burnley, and Liverpool. If I'm saying, for instance, Leno's been a 10 out of 10 in all of them, or I feel Leno's been playing good in all of them, but my ratings, which in respective all of them games match up differently, and his average is different. Does my narrative, how does my narrative differ from what supposedly is a fact, or the facts tell the story? I guess it's just me challenging myself ultimately. Bit sad like that sort of stuff, people. But we know we've been down to the bare bones really this month. To be fair with you, Holding, obviously I'll spoil it. Holding gets a 5. He's only played in 2 games essentially, but yeah, we know we've been down. We've been down to the bare bones. There's no point talking about Holding, Willock, Jenkinson, Eddie Nketiah, Saka, and them man there, because they haven't really played enough. But they've all done well. The young players have done well respectively. Commiserations to Holding, because we need him. He's our best centre half essentially, and at this moment in time anyways. And it's sad how his season ended, to be fair with you, because he was really making headwinds. But let's start with Leno. Now, Leno's averaged a 5.25 to 5.25, to be fair with you. My maths is poor, so I don't know if that's really right, but that is what Excel's saying, people. 5.25. So his best game for me statistically came against Burnley, and then other than that, it's been 5s. I gave him a 4.5 for his performance against United. That's probably because of how he could have done better in regards to the goals, but it is what it is. 5.5 is respectable, to be honest with you. If we move down now, if we move down, what are we doing? Socrates has got a 4.75. Now, he's been injured, had a couple of injuries and stuff like that as well, so he hasn't featured in every game week, but he got a 5 against Spurs, a 4 against Spurs in the Cup, a 4 against United, a 5 against Huddersfield, a 5 against Yarabag. Forgive me if I'm wrong, we didn't feature against Southampton. Brighton, he got a 5, he got a 7 against Burnley before dropping a 3 against Liverpool. So he probably needs to step it up, man. And like I said, he's impressed me more than I thought. And I have a bit more time for him than when it was announced he's signing, because I felt it was an underwhelming signing, but he's impressed me a bit. But he's a third choice centre half at best, and he still let himself down with a couple of the things he was doing, like against United. Didn't get going. Koscielny gets a... Just to recheck, people, I said 4.75, right? I'm pretending you lot can hear me. That was for Socrates. A 4.25 is for Koscielny. Koscielny got a 3 against Spurs. He got a 5 against Yarabag. He dropped a 4 against Brighton, and he got a 4 in his 45 minutes against Liverpool. So he done all right. Mustafi's got a 4.5. Another one who's had issues with injuries. Got a 5 against Spurs. I'm so sure he scored as well. Probably should have given him a bit better than that. Got a 4 against United. Got a 5 against Huddersfield before getting a 4 against Liverpool. So could step it up. Monreal gets a 4. He's been unlucky with injury. He's played 1 game against Spurs. Featured against Burnley. Forgive me if I'm wrong, where he got a 5. Got a 4 for the Spurs team. And he dropped it. What? How could he drop a 3 in that? That's wrong. Could not have dropped a 3 against Liverpool because he didn't play, people. So it's a 4.5 as well. Just deleted something. Fucking Excel tried to stitch me up there, innit? But Bellerin now. Bellerin gets a 7, and he hasn't even played too tough. He's been unfortunate with injuries. 10 against Spurs, a 5 against United, and a 6 against Huddersfield. And we need my man back. I feel he's been alright this season, especially in terms of assists. I think he can clearly improve in terms of offering us something down the right hand side. But he's done alright, man, with his assists. I think he's got 5, 6. Forgive me if I'm wrong. 4, 5, 6. Not 6. He's probably 4, 5. Lichtsteiner gets a 3.9. He's averaged a 3.9. He got a 2 against Liverpool. He got a 5 against Burnley, credit where due, before dropping a 3 against Brighton. Got a 5 against Huddersfield, a 4.5 against United, and I'm sorry he came off the bench. Ultimately, I hear all of what people are saying with all the his experience, he's this, he's that, and the third. Clearly, he's not at the pace of the Premier League. He's making some mistakes. If you're not at the pace of it, he's making some mistakes someone that's as experienced as him shouldn't make. Missing headers, out of position, just several things. And I can't. If they do extend his career at Arsenal, there's something seriously wrong at the club, in my opinion. Kohler gets a 5.6 or 5.666666667 or some madness like that. An 8 against Spurs, 4 against United, a 6 against Huddersfield, 4 against Brighton, and 9 against Burnley. In fact, he was very good against Burnley. And before dropping a 3 against Liverpool. Now, this sums up Kohler essentially. Going forward, he's one of the best. When we excel, going forward, he's one of the best in our team, and he's one of the best attacking fullbacks in the Premier League. The problem is, defensively, he's one of the worst in the league. He's giving away penalties. You look at what he did against, obviously what he did against Liverpool. You see the mistake he made against United. He just really hasn't got going, essentially, to be honest with you. Defensively, Brighton as well, he's just, I remember that, the goals developing. Ozil and Guendouzi are tracking back and he's still up the field. Again, modern day fullbacks have to attack, but defending is defending. You need to defend first. So he needs to up the ante, man. I can't believe people are saying he's improved in what? He's still sick, but it's like he's always been good in terms of going forward. He helped get win the ball back that led for obviously what led to the assist for us to take the lead against Liverpool. The problem is you got to defend, and you know Emre's meant to be this pragmatic coach and whatnot. Should be improving him in that regard. So if he is and Kohler's not improving, then something needs to happen. Torreira gets a 6.2. Now that's probably because he's not featured in 2 games, but he got a 10 against Spurs, a 6 against Spurs as well, 7 against United, a 7 against Huddersfield. Missed out in the Europa League, a 6 against Southampton, a 5 against Brighton. Sorry, before dropping a 3 against Liverpool. So yeah, he's done all right. But we know Torreira's sick. That's his first bad game for me, anyways, against Liverpool, and it was due, to be honest with you. One thing I will say about Torreira though is that he's not always aware of midfield runners. But yeah. Guendouzi gets a 5.3 as well. He looks decent. His worst game was against United for me, and yeah, it was against United and Brighton where he got a 4. Mesut Ozil's got a 6 because he's hardly featured. He got an 8 against Katjarabag, a 3 against Southampton, a 5 against Brighton, and an 8 against Burnley. Mkhitaryan, why is it acting? 5.2. I feel Mkhitaryan, to be honest, is better than the stats have suggested, man, because he's been alright in front of goal. 4 against Spurs before getting a 5 in the cup against Spurs, and then a 5 against his former club, a 5 against Huddersfield before getting a 7 where he bagged 2 goals against Southampton. Iwobi playing at 4 point. He gets a 4.7, 4.07. 4.5 against Spurs, a 3 against Spurs, a 4 against United, a 3 against Huddersfield, missed out in the Europa League, a 4 against Southampton, a 3 against Brighton, and a 7 against Liverpool. Aaron Ramsey, he's playing at 5.2, his best game coming against Spurs, where I gave him a 9. Aubameyang's playing at 5.8. Now he got a 10 against Spurs and a 10 against Burnley and a 6 against Brighton, but he's got and a 5 against Spurs, but he's got a 4 against United, Huddersfield, Southampton, and Liverpool. This shows you that without any experience or any service, experience isn't the right word. Without any service, he's really not influential at all, despite being an elite, world-class goal scorer, not striker, world-class goal scorer. But Aubameyang's still my guy. El Nene's not really featured, so he gets a 5.5. The same goes for Maitland-Niles. To be fair with you, Maitland-Niles got a 6 against Spurs, a 6 against Katjarabag, a 7 against Southampton, a 6 against Brighton, 7 against Burnley, and a 7 against against Liverpool. So he's been in decent form, to be fair with you. Lacazette gets a 5.5. It's hard when you're not really being involved in it, but he got a 9 against Spurs, a 4 against Spurs as well, a 7 against United. His goal was chalked off. When he came off the bench, he was inspired. A 7 against Katjarabag, 7 against Southampton, a 6 against Brighton. Admittedly, I reviewed the game again and boosted up his rating. 7 against Brighton, people, which leaves him at a 6.7. I don't know if I said the right thing before that, but that's him. Holding, I've already said him. And in regards to the narrative, it just shows you what I've been saying. Kohler's kind of bipolar. Lichtsteiner's kind of finished. Lacazette is needed in the squad. Aubameyang's elite, but there's games where he's going to be hot and cold. Ozil's needed in the side regardless, even though he's been hot and cold. Torreira is amazing. Xhaka is better than what people have been talking about in regards to him. Forgive me if I didn't say Xhaka as well, people. In fact, I don't think I did. But he's got a 5.1, 6 against Spurs, 5 against Spurs, a 5 against Huddersfield, a 5 against Katjarabag, a 5 against Southampton, a 4 against Brighton, a 6 against Burnley, and a 5 against Liverpool. So he's doing okay. I feel he's one of them players people like to rub out as well. But yeah, I feel if I was to name my players in December, I feel Maitland-Niles has been good. Going forward, Kohler's been good. Aubameyang's still up there for goal scorers, so he's got to be there. But and then there's Torreira, but there's not really any standout players to say. Also, feel Mkhitaryan's been better than I've given him credit for. To be fair with you, so it is what it is. Maitland-Niles is enjoying his game time as well and doing his thing. He was woeful when he came on. He came on against. Yeah, he was woeful when he came on against Brighton, but he turned it around against Liverpool. But it is what it is in regards to the December assessment, people. That's my take anyway. So, on that note, people, deluded, I'm out. Comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish.